What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video where today, as you can see in front of me, it's Shadow Freddy. But not just any Shadow Freddy, because he's outrageously priced at a max of $600. I know. Hold the outrage in. I know. I thought it was outrageous too. But this guy was only $19.99, and he's Sanchi based. As you can tell, he has the side eyes like the Sanchi ones. He basically has the body model of a Sanchi, and it's Shadow Freddy, so he's even cooler. And I do love him because now I know, not, yeah, I know a lot of people find this controversial, but I actually think he's better than the official one. Now I know you're probably like, but the official one is so rare, and you can just buy this one off of Amazon. Well, yeah, and I think that's how it should be. Because, I mean, let's be honest now, it's just a plush of the character. Sure, the collectors think it's rare because it's not appearing anywhere, but I'm sure if you do a deep dive, you can find one. But good luck with that, because they overprice them and make them $600, which is insane. Oh, got a bit of a purple spot there, buddy. Let me fix that. There you go. But yeah, this guy, like I said, was only $19.99 for a clearly Golden Freddy Sanchi inspired Shadow Freddy, which I think is really awesome and practically looks officially licensed, but it isn't. It may look officially licensed, which of course it does. I mean, look at it. It looks like a Sanchi, but it isn't, because the tag is just Five Nights at Freddy's with Made in Vietnam on the bottom. So it is not a Sanchi, but it could qualify as one. It could qualify as one. Well, the reason I did pick this guy up is because, well, first of all, he's my favorite character. And second of all, I have a Shadow Bonnie over here. And I wanted him to go with Shadow Freddy, because it's the duo. You have to have both of them. But there was a thing. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There we go. But yeah, the thing was, Funko didn't make Shadow Bonnie, which I find interesting, because they made Shadow Freddy, but not Shadow Bonnie. So that's interesting. And it's also interesting how they didn't make the Wizards, but hey, I'm not here to say anything about that. What I'm here for is to talk about these guys and how good they are. Now, these two come from a totally different company, because, well, yeah, they're based off of two different companies. This guy is completely original, actually, because he's not, bootlegging an official Shadow Bonnie plush, because there is none. So it's basically the first ever Shadow Bonnie plush we've ever seen. And he's pretty cool. I mean, not accurate to Shadow Bonnie, but because he has the gray and everything, but I like to think of him as a stylized version, you know, with the cheek pads and everything on the side, and the gray secondary color. I like to think of him as a stylized version. Meanwhile, with Shadow Freddy, he's clearly based off of the Sanchi, because, I mean, if you look up an image of Shanty Freddy, or Sanchi Golden Freddy, which he's closely based off of, they have the same body and everything, except he's purple. But for being a bootleg, this is pretty nice. Yeah, for being a bootleg, this, I would unfortunately have to say, is better than the official one. Because first of all, he's big. If I compare these two, he is big compared to a normal sized one. I mean, clearly Shadow Bonnie is cheating with his ears, but without the ears, he is big. I wish I had a plush here to show you how big he is, but I don't have one here. They're all at the other place. But meanwhile, if we come here to the details, they pretty much got everything spot on. From the eyes looking in the certain direction, making him look, you know, all cute. And it adds a little fun fact to him. Because if you don't remember, in FNAF 2, Shadow Freddy appears sometimes really rare. His scene is really rare. But he does appear, and he looks directly at the camera. So he'd be doing this, basically. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that's where they got that look from, Sanchi and these guys. Because, I mean, and it fits Shadow Freddy the best because that's the most iconic stance you see him in, is him looking at the camera. And that's basically all he does, other than lure the animatronics to be destroyed. Because I'm pretty sure he's evil. Other than that, though, this is basically a spot-on plush to the Sanchi. And yeah, in my opinion, instead of spending $600, outrageous, on the original, I spent $19.99 on something I think is better. And if you could feel his fabric that he's made with, oh my god, it is so soft. It's just amazing how soft he is. Like, and you can tell he's soft because if you look at his stomach here, like, oh my god, you can draw on his stomach. That's amazing because of how soft the fur is and how high quality it is. But yeah, this guy is from a company named X Mart Global. I do recommend buying from them because these guys are amazing. And if you want a Sanchi style plush, or even, you know, to start out your collection, I recommend these guys because they restock regularly and their prices aren't insane. And as you can tell, they put a lot of time and effort into their plush, which I think is great compared to some bootlegs I've seen on the internet. You know, like the cross-eyed ones and stuff. Yeah, those are a bit insane. But other than that, these two bootlegs are the highest quality bootlegs I've ever seen. Like, there's no flaws outstanding with them. Like, Shadow Bonnie, spot on, in a cute plush form, and Shadow Freddy, literally just a purple Sanchy Golden Freddy, which is basically what Shadow Freddy is, so I get where they get the model from, but yeah, I'd say for being bootlegs, they really put their time and effort into these. And I'm not trying to say that, oh, go buy from the bootlegs and stuff, but these guys are actually the most impressive I've ever seen. And yes, this is the one and only time I'm going to do this. You guys should go on Amazon and support these guys because they're really good at what they do. Like, Vinxel, the company that makes Shadow Bonnie, is a fan-based company, which, dang, they clearly are because of how well it's made. And Shadow Freddy here is a toy company. But did they do their research? Because he looks amazing compared to the original Sanchy. Like, he practically is a Sanchy. All he's missing is the tag. With the generic Five Nights at Freddy's tag. When it should say Sanchy pretty much, because he pretty much is. I mean, look at this. I mean, he has the size. He's Shadow Freddy. And he has the base of the Sanchy Freddy, so he basically is. Yeah, that's these two. Oh yeah, you can see my FNAF decorations on the side, like Nightmare Cupcake there. His candle broke off. It was fragile anyway. It was like a rubber or something. But then we have High Score Toy Chico over there. And a bell. Oh no, that was kind of random. But yeah, these are the two Shadow plushes you can get off of Amazon. And I will do a close-up of them both. Here's Shadow Freddy's hat, his face, his ears, and his body. And here's Shadow Bonnie's ears, his face, cute, and his body. And yeah, that's it for this long video. I didn't mean for it to be 13 minutes, but I just can't get enough of these guys. They're amazing. And I basically own a Sanchy plushie. It's amazing. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next video.